Hey guys, it's Riley and today I'm here to finish part 2 of a recent bins haul. It is the bins haul with the, vlog, with the Rothy's in the thumbnail, and then I filmed a part 1, I don't know, and the thumbnail just was like bins haul with a picture of a cart, which is a lot of my thumbnails. But basically, this is a continuation, part 2. It's gonna be the last part, so hopefully I can get through everything. This day was a super good day. I stayed for like 4 or 5 hours maybe, and I spent $225, which is $1.29 per pound, so a little under 200 pounds, right? I average out my cost of goods and I paid $1.90 per item. If that seems high, it's because I got a lot of shoes, and shoes weigh more, so my average cost of goods goes up. So saying that, let's start off with a banger pair of shoes. I don't like that. That sounded weird. I don't say that. Let's start off with an amazing pair of shoes. It is this pair of Resell boots, but they're new with tags on this boot. I found the single, and I think it was this one, because I remember seeing a single new with tag Resell in the bin, and at Goodwill they were charging $15, and I was super bummed because I was like, no way am I going to find the match to this. I would have paid $15 for new with tag Resell's at Goodwill, and now they're at the bins, and how am I gonna find the other one? Luckily I did. I don't know how. My bins is usually pretty good with matching shoes, at least when they go into the bin. So I mean, then people pull them apart and throw them around, but usually you can expect to find the match, but sometimes I don't. I usually have to throw back a couple of singles at the end, and luckily this was not one of them. I don't know much about this style, but I would think over $40 with new tags. We are going into summer though. These are kids' Native sneakers. Native is actually known, that's the logo, they're known for kind of like a Crocs style shoe. So this is the first time I have sold anything like this from them. They are actually pretty worn. As you can see on this toe, there's a decent amount of wear. I mean, this one has some. It's not a hole though. They're size 10. They're not gonna sell for much, probably with the wear like 10 bucks. But I mean, I sell kids shoes and natives pretty frequently, so I decided to still grab them. And I think one of the things with natives, maybe not this style, but like the Crocs styles, is you can throw them in the dishwasher. I won't be doing that. If anything, they'll go in the washing machine, but I don't think these ones need to. I'll just take a quick magic eraser to the sole to kind of clean up some dirt. These are Donald Pliner, not J, just Donald Pliner loafers. So if you're familiar with the brand, it's usually Donald J Pliner. These feel cheaper, so I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Pliner is a lower end line. They have like a little bit of wear, you can tell from the interior logo, but really not much. And they're this trendy lug sole loafer style. I don't know how much longer this lug sole loafer will be in style, so gotta get them listed. These actually you could see in the vlog. I don't think you see me pick them up, but you kind of see my camera go over the logo. So if I caused any of you guys anxiety thinking I didn't pick these up, I did. Donald J Pliner does have a high retail, but resale isn't always great, so I don't pay up for the brand. I grabbed these. I don't have a whole lot of experience selling Ralph Lauren shoes, boots, but I thought these, oh, I wonder, they're a little, no, it's not scuffed. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of experience selling Ralph Lauren shoes, but I figured they're a nice leather booty. I think they're actually like Ralph Lauren, that's what it is. They kind of have more of a stiletto heel, so it makes me think they're a little bit of an older style. Goodwill wanted $10 for them. They never sold and went to the bins. That's Olive. She wants to go outside in the beautiful sun. They are in relatively good condition for kind of like a softer leather being in the bins, so happy to try these out. Maybe $25-30. I threw these in my cart based off of style, and I thought they were either, you know, a vintage shoe or a made to look vintage shoe. This is what the interior looked like, and I actually forgot to check to see what they were until I got home. I just threw them in my cart based off of style, and they were on the top of my cart, a cart full of shoes, mind you, pushed to the side out of everybody's way, and some girl started going through my cart and looking at them, and I noticed, I'm like, hey, excuse me, that's my cart. And she's like, sorry. And she was the first of 2 people to do this. I'm like, that's clearly somebody's cart. The Goodwill employees did not go around and fill up a cart of good shoes for you to go look through. What? People at the bins, man. They were in both, at least they didn't take anything, but both of the people were like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. I'm like, so, honestly, these aren't in the best shape, and I didn't notice until I got home. As you can see, the leather is kind of peeling around here. I will still sell them and obviously disclose that they are like heavily peeled trim. The rest of the shoe's in good condition. And so brand, I thought maybe they were just vintage or some, you know, like Amazon brand made to look vintage. But then I got really close in there to the logo and noticed it says Jeffrey Campbell on the bottom. And Jeffrey Campbell is known for making funky shoes. This is definitely an older piece by them. They do change their logo often, but I've never seen that one before. So hopefully with the condition, $20. The peeling does not make the shoe unusable, and people are still looking for shoes like this. Okay, I have a pair of these listed with little interest, but I decided to grab another one because maybe the style I picked just isn't good. They're walking cradles. Let me know if you have ever sold this brand or if it just sits for you. It is a comfort wear shoe brand, and I don't think the retail is crazy like Dance Co's or Naya or anything. That always bothers me when the flowers get folded up. But we're going into summer, and I was like, I'll get a little comfort heel in my store, hopefully sell it for like 20, maybe a little under. The sole's in great condition, and they were $7 at Goodwill and never sold. So in my vlog, I say I walked over to the shoes maybe like a half hour after I got to the bins and started looking through the bins, and then 2-3 minutes later they started rolling those shoe bins out, which was great because I was right in front for a new rotation. I didn't have to like squeeze my way in there. But a little sad because I didn't get to look at the leftover shoes, and so they rolled some of the bins away, and I'm like kind of peeking. I don't want to lose my spot, but then I saw these Crocs sitting in one of the bins they were about to roll away, and I was like, I sell Crocs, I like to sell Crocs, people like Crocs. These were $7 at Goodwill and never sold. They do have a little bit of wear on this toe. I'm hoping that will come off with like a magic eraser, like it's just surface wear. And the heels are slightly worn, but nothing unusable, and so it always makes me sad to think about the shoes I didn't get to look at in the bins they rolled away. And again, just goes to show you, there's always stuff in the bins. There's always stuff left over. These are just a kid's pair of Merrell, I'm gonna go with like hiking shoes. Goodwill wanted $5, which is not overpriced in my opinion for shopping at Goodwill, but they never sold. Like, maybe not to resell, but just for someone shopping for their kids. They never sold, went to the bins. They're in great condition. Maybe $15 to $20 on these. This is my first time ever finding this brand. It is called Antelope, and I was pretty sure I had heard of it before. When I pulled it out, I could tell the leather was nice, and I saw the brand. I'm like, I think at least at some point in my like 7 years of watching people on YouTube talk about reselling, I've heard someone mention that this is a good brand. And so I didn't check comps, I just threw them in my cart. When I got home and was putting stuff in my spreadsheet, I decided to look up the brand, and they do retail for close to like $200. So hopefully resale is like $40. This brand I was familiar with and have sold before. I'll show you the logo here. It is, I always forget the name. Palladium maybe? This little circle patch is always on their shoes. I shouldn't say always, on their boots. And then I think these ones are supposed to fold over so you see the fur trim, and then the logo is on here as well. These ones need some cleaning. They're a suede or like nubuck leather exterior, and they have this furry interior. If you're not from the Midwest, it's funny, I was watching like a reseller podcast interview, I think with Tech and Sports, and he was not sure what salt staining was because he's from Florida. If you're from the Midwest, you're definitely familiar with salt staining. This is it. So I will need to figure out how to get that out of this leather. And also, the heel looked worn down slightly. but I wasn't too concerned about that. Depending on how clean I can get these, I would think like 35 to 40. I found these Timberlands, and unfortunately, I don't know if I should say like unfortunately, but I got home and realized they're boy sizes, but they're boy size 6. So it's like a big boy size. So I don't know at that age whether like parents who are shopping for their kids are shopping in men's sizes or boy sizes. Hopefully there's a market for these. I honestly thought these were like women's, and I could sell them as women's actually, depending. The Euro size is 40. Oh, they're US size 7. So I was wrong. They're a boy's 7. And I know they're boys because on their insole, on the interior size tag, it says boys. But I'll probably list them as women's as well as a Euro size 40. So that would probably make it like a women's size 9 or 10, depending on their size chart. I don't know comps on these. I just thought a Timberland boot in good condition, I'll grab it for almost $2. This pair of shoes, I'm sure you know, are Hoka's. They're not in great condition, but I was surprised that no one grabbed them. Like the heels are probably what's in the worst shape. Just scuffing, but in like, I guess the soles. So when I sell these, I will make sure to note that like soles are worn, recommend as like walking, everyday casual shoes, not athletic. Like I always put that. I usually only pick up Hoka's that are worn down treads, but like any popular athletic shoe, if it has a worn down tread, I make sure to note that this should not be used for running because tread's worn down. So comps, I don't know. I think Hoka's aren't doing as well as they once used to, but I'd hope 20 to 25 because the shoe itself, minus tread, is in good condition. Actually, depending on the size, they are my mom's size, but I don't think she likes Hoka's. Okay, I grabbed a few clothing items, and then we can move back to shoes because I definitely have a lot of shoes to get through in this haul. I grabbed these women's Lucky brand jeans, and these feel like an older style, but I grabbed them because they're 16W, so plus size. And, oh, is that a stain on the thigh? Looks like it could be. Oh well, I'll still sell them. They are a capri jean, but I heard in someone's trend report that capris were coming back. Oh, sorry, not. Well, they're an Emma crop, so I guess they are like a capri. I don't know how true that is. People say stuff all the time and it doesn't happen to be true, but I figured plus size Lucky brand, I can probably, well, they're stained. If they're not stained, probably still get like 25. Goodwill wanted 10 and they never sold. This is a cool piece. It is a vintage, I don't even know what's it, like robe. I don't know if it's like lingerie, like cover up nightgown. No, not a nightgown, like, yeah, more like a mesh PJ robe thing. Here is the tag. It is from Movie Star, so I have no idea anything about this vintage brand, when it's from. I would think maybe the 70s, and usually when I find stuff like this, especially in the bins, it is completely destroyed or stained or something. I'm seeing a light stain, but just on the back neck. Sorry, I'm looking to see if it ties. Yes, it does. It ties closed in the front. Well, it's just getting untied, but it has this nice pleat puff sleeve. Normally when I find vintage stuff these days, I'm taking it to Crossroads or Buffalo Exchange because they like vintage items and they actually pay out pretty well for it. Depending on what it is, they'll price it high. This piece I am gonna list on Poshmark. I would think it's a $30 to $40 piece. I have to do some research. It just feels special enough. I feel like I might even have to model it, which I don't love doing. If it doesn't sell for me, it will go to Crossroads or Buffalo Exchange. I always grab good condition Victoria's Secret bras at the bins. This one is a 34C and it is an athletic style. Victoria's Secret bras are interesting. They can literally go anywhere from like 10 to like 25 used. I would think for this style, probably like 15. Okay, so this I believe is a Nordstrom Rack brand because I do know it sold at Last Chance and I don't think it's like a main line from them, but I've heard some resellers saying they have good luck with it, so I was like, I'll try it out at the bins. It is Love Stitch. Here's the tag. So I'm not like telling you to run out and pick this up, but some people have been having luck with it, and it is a medium large, and this is like a swimwear cover up. It's not really like a kimono, and it's not a wrap dress. It ties in the front. I know you can't see very well. I'll probably I'll try to find the exact piece, but likely sell it as like a swim cover up. So hopefully this is a $15 to $20 piece. I grabbed these to bundle with another pair of Nike shorts I have. I believe they're the same size, but I will have to check. Dang it. There's a spot on the front, but I'm pretty sure that's like from my dog and not a stain. So I'll throw these in the wash, and these are medium. If the other pair is a medium, they will get bundled together and hopefully sell for like $15 to $18. And if not, I mean, I can hang on to them until I find another piece in the correct size. I just feel like these don't sell for enough to sell them by themselves. This is for sure a Bolo brand. In my first time finding it, I learned it from Kaylee Elaine on YouTube. She definitely has some good Bolos. It is called Gundam Sojin, possibly. Here is the tag. Now this is not like a super fancy piece from them. It is just a polka dot tunic top. So I don't actually know comps on this piece, but hopefully at least 25 and 25 from a little t-shirt in the bins is great. I pretty much always grab Athleta skirts in the bins. This is an older tag from them, but I actually just listed an older tag pair of pants today that I got in the bins from Athleta, and they were still selling for like 20 to 25, probably because the style is sought after by people and they're from like 10 years ago and they can't get them anymore except on the secondhand market. So let's hope this skirt is like one of those. If it's not, it will probably go for like 15. It's a size 10, and Goodwill wanted $8. I would only pick up this older tag at the bins. I got this, and I was probably gonna take it to Kids Consignment because it is Baby Gap with Sesame Street, and I don't have much luck selling Baby Gap on Poshmark. And I didn't say this in the beginning, I am only a Poshmark seller, so all this stuff gets listed on Poshmark. So I did grab this with the intention to take it to Once Upon a Child, but I think I can get like 12 to 15 for it, so I figured I'd give it a shot since it has the Sesame Street aspect to help carry it. This purse was in the shoe rotation because I don't normally go through purses. I'm just not good about listing them, and I don't know as much about them, and there are people who that's what they want at the bins. So this though was in the shoes, so I grabbed it, and it is Bowers, made in Canada. And since it was made in Canada, you can't really see, it's just like a gold label. I mean, I could tell it was more vintage, maybe from the 90s. You tell me. I could tell it's real suede leather, crossbody. I thought just as, I don't think, when I was putting it in my spreadsheet, I think I looked it up and didn't find anything on it. I will do more research when listing it, but I can usually get like 20 bucks for vintage purses like this, just using the tag vintage. Although I haven't sold that many in recent years. Okay, this is a bra and like lingerie brand. I feel like it might be like one of those subscription brands, but I don't know for sure. It is Adore Me. This is, what size? 36D. They don't retail for a lot, so it's not one that I would be willing to pay $6 for at Goodwill. Honestly, I don't really pick up bras at mainline Goodwill anymore because they usually want $6 to $10 for used bras, and that's just not usually what I can pay on bras to make a profit. So at the bins, I'm happy because I get it for less than $2. This will probably be a $15 bra just because this bra brand isn't the most sought after, but still a good condition bra. These were in the vlog. I found a pair of Spanx. You probably don't need to see the tag there, the faux leather style. And you have to be careful with this style because in certain spots, the leather patent, I don't even know what to call it, sheen can wear off, but these ones were overall in good condition, so I did grab them. Olive wants to come in. I already have sold these maybe a couple times, so I already have a listing created. I'll just photograph this to get the condition correct, and then I don't have to do much more work. I don't know what these are going for anymore. They're size medium, hopefully like 30 bucks. Okay, more bras. Oh, these are Bali bras, and I don't think I've had much luck selling Bali bras by singles, but these are the same size. So I did decide to lot them up. They might even be the exact same style. No, they're slightly different colors. I'm looking for the size. These are both 30Ds. So Bali is just like a, if you can see there, it's just like a department store bra brand. I mean, they do retail for like not the most. See, these are just pretty simple bras. I'd say like if you can get them on sale for like 25, which is why they don't sell for a lot on the secondhand market, but the retail is probably more like 45 to 50. And I actually did find another Bali bra with these two. They were probably donated by the same person, but it was a different size. So I am gonna have to sell that one as a single. You will see it later. The last bra for now is just another Victoria's Secret bra. I love when they have all the information just right in there for me. I have heard that Victoria's Secret will take down stock photos if you use them. I've never experienced that before. Here's this bra, pretty simple. Hopefully it's a $15 bra. Okay, this was in a clothing bin, but it is not clothing. I'm curious if any of you recognize what this is. I thought I might know what it is, so I opened it up, and it is a Bath and Body Works set. So if you're unfamiliar, discontinued, retired, whatever you want to call it, Bath and Body Works pieces can sell well. Smells like middle school. It is the set Pink Chiffon. This actually probably is from when I was in middle school. I don't actually see an expiration date on this stuff, but I'm pretty sure I remember this bottle from like 2014. I did check this scent just to make sure I wasn't completely wasting my money, because I don't want this for myself. Not my thing anymore. This one does look like it's been used slightly, or maybe just evaporated. I don't know, but this one hasn't really, so. And it comes with a little bag. I wonder if that bag though was sold with it, whatever. It comes with the bag. I think when I was checking comps, I can get like $15 for it, which is close to retail because these were $5 each and this was $6 plus the little bag. So that's pretty good. So we'll have to see if I actually get these listed, because I'm not good about getting hard goods listed. I grabbed this brand. I'd never heard of it before. Breezy's Intimately You. I think it is a department store PJ wear brand, but it was a 2X. And I'm gonna go with like a house robe kimono piece. I have had good luck with robes, pajama pieces at the bins. And so even if they only sell $15 to $20, they are usually lightweight and move actually pretty quickly. So I decided to experiment with this piece. Moving back to shoes for a little while, I grabbed these Converse. I do pick up plain classic Converse in good condition, but I also like to pick up the more funky styles that could potentially be worth more. So these definitely have more details going on. They even have like an ombre trim. I did not check comps. They were just in good condition. All I have to do is clean up the toes with some magic eraser. Hopefully these are like at least a $30 Converse. These weren't in the best condition. They kind of look like something I would have worn in elementary school. So they probably are older, but I still picked them up because the treads are in good condition and they're like Timberland outdoor hiking shoes. I think oftentimes parents looking for an outdoor hiking shoe don't necessarily care about the most current style. So hopefully there's still someone looking for these. There was just a little bit of wear on the toes, but it was only cosmetic. It doesn't affect the use of the shoe. They are a size 2. Was there a date in here? There is no date. And someone zip tied them together. That's not something the outlet does, so someone made it easier for me to find the match, and I am appreciative of that. These are just classic kids Uggs, gray, in pretty good condition, so I will just list them as is. And oh, Goodwill, that's good I saw this, because I would totally, I don't know if I would have saw this while photographing them and then someone would get a shoe. That says Goodwill wanted $10. So Goodwill wanted $10 and they never sold, which they didn't write on the bottom, so surprising. I think I just listed a pair of these and I think I listed them for like $30 maybe in a different color, so hopefully these are about the same like listing price, meaning they'll sell around $20. So I grabbed these out of a picked over bin and I actually was unsure about the authenticity because there's nothing on the interior, but the bottom said Coach. And I was like, that looks pretty good to me, but it's just a brown blob. So and I couldn't find anything, no printing on the interior, so I wasn't sure. Goodwill was asking $25 for them and they never sold. And also there's like no logos anywhere else, but the quality, oh my gosh, there was at one point a sticker on the heel, which I never noticed. That's okay. But the quality, I could tell it was real leather. This does seem like a style Coach would have done back in the day. Everything checked out to me other than the strange interior, and so I decided to grab them and give them a chance. Honestly, I could have done more research at the bins, but I didn't have much time left before I had to leave, so I just took the risk, got home, Google image searched them, and I found them. I found the style name and everything, and the reason there's no branding on the inside is because it was printed in like a silver metallic font, I don't know, silver metallic print, and so likely it just rubbed off with wear. So glad I took a risk on these. I don't know how much I'll get. I think at least $30. As I said earlier, I like selling Crocs. These ones are a little bit dirty on the inside, but the exterior is in good condition. They're size women's 11. I would not be surprised if these were at one point my sister's. She used to love this style of Crocs before it was cool again, like 5-6 years ago, I feel like. Anyway, maybe $20 to $25 on this, just because the interior is dirty, and maybe you can throw these in the wash, I'm not sure. I mean, people put Crocs in the wash, but I don't know about the fuzzy ones. These were left out in a picked over bin. I'm not surprised because the condition is not awesome. They're a pair of On running shoes. I just call them On Clouds. So they have some wear there at the heels, and then actually both shoes have the formings of a hole, if you can see right there, on like the pinky toe side of the shoe, which is interesting because I would think it would start at the thumb. It is not actually a hole though. The lining doesn't have a hole in it. So I grabbed them and I figured I would offer them to my mom because they're her size, but again, I don't think she's a fan of like the trendy athletic shoes right now. I think she just bought a pair of like Brooks or something. And so, I mean, I can still offer them to her, but I'm probably just gonna list them. I'll see what comps are for like flawed On Clouds, but I think they'd still go for like 20. Hey guys, Editing Riley. I am actually coming to end the video here because with the rest of the footage I have, it would be over an hour long, so you will just be getting a part 3. So keep your eyes out for that video, and I will see you guys in another video soon. Goodbye.